I ain't messing with that woman.
Birth.
Kenny. That's the conventional wisdom, is that this woman gave birth to me, and so there's no way I could strike her. But many times when we think about mothers, especially if you got a mother like I have, we project that your mother was like my mom. My mom was one of those angelic mothers. I was joking about her waking me up in the middle of the night. My mother coddled me till I was way into college.
I can tell.
Hey, man, whatever.
Spoiled brat.
Hey, whatever. Just go get me some juice.
Or milk.
Or whatever you got. But my point is that not all people who give birth are parents. You know what I'm saying? Not all moms are mommies. There are some, I mean, especially with her history with drugs, I know people who have parents that they basically had to raise their mama. You know what I'm saying? They basically had to raise their family because their mom too busy in the streets, or she come home with all these ridiculous people with her, and they keeping up all kind of unhealthy environments for the kids that are in the house. And the oldest child at some point, or one of the children, go, look, Ma, I mean, enough is enough. I mean, you are a parent and you cracked out. Stop.
Yeah. And as I said earlier, and we'll play another clip real quick, she went to jail for 18 months in 97, which would have made Dez about 8. So she missed 18 months of his upbringing. This is what he's had to deal with his whole life. So I'm quite sure he harbors some type of anger for the different altercations she's had in her own life in raising him. Let's see what someone else had to say about this.
Taking it to the streets for the Sports Jock Show with Wayne Gandy, Conway Twitty. I have with me Marcus the Barber. Have you ever struck your mother or thought about striking her during a dispute?
I thought about it plenty of times, but nah, never raised my hand, just walked away.
And now, I'm going to tell you something, Sports Jock. Knowing that his mother had a history with drugs, selling them, possessing them, maybe using them, coming from Chicago and having had exposure to that life, one of the things that I was most disappointed in was how some mothers would allow themselves to be treated in front of their children, would allow their children to be treated by these men that either sold them the drugs or used the drugs with them. And you can harbor a great deal of, if your mother is letting men share her in front of you for some crack cocaine, that'll make you want to punch her when you get older. And I'm not saying that that's what this lady did. I'm just saying those are some of the things that will make a child angry enough to strike out at a parent, and then you have to keep on dealing with it. I'm rich now. You think we live a little better, mama, but you still out there with the same crap.
Yeah, you with her colorful background just like his, you don't know how many incidents that he's had to put up with, bailing her out, keeping her out of situations, paying off this and that. The trouble that she has already put him in, and he's only 24 years old, that he's had to struggle with as recently as 2009, which is basically the year before he got drafted.
Right.
She was in trouble with the law. So he has spent his whole life dealing with a woman who had him at 14. She's decided to go on some crazy way. Hopefully, I'm hoping that in this, because there's no reason to ever hit your mom, no matter what age. But with that kind of mother, I can see her hitting him and him reacting.
And
I can see her acting in a way and hitting him. And understand this, Mom, because you give birth doesn't, just like a father, doesn't mean that that child sees you as that figure. Parent.
Yep.
A lot of parents like to believe that, but you have to. It's the raising. It's the raising that makes you the mom and the dad.
That's it.
Not the birth.
Right.
That's you just fathered me.
It's your effort after the birth.
Yes, that gets you that respect.
Right.
If you're just having a child and thinking, oh, that gets me respect, then you're fooling yourself. It's the raising. It's the reason why someone like you, Big Kenny, or me, especially the men, won't strike our mom. It's the respect. We know we're bigger, we're stronger, we're all that.
Since junior high school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I could have taken my mother down.
Yeah, since I was 12, it's been an even fight ever since then. But her voice, you know,
The level of respect.
her
Wish my
voice.
son would raise
But
his
Sports
hand.
Jock, I know your mama. I'd
Or
still put
his
some money
hat.
on your mama. You,
got-
know what I'm saying? I still got some money on your mama. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I know the woman.
She
I
got
know.
a bad knee. I kick in it.
Oh, your knee ain't the all 100%. I'm just saying. I think she'll go in with you. It'll be a nice little fight. It'll go the distance.
Well, it'll be
it ain't gonna be no
interesting.
3 rounds.
It's gonna be me and you, son. Me and you.
It'll be interesting to see how this case turns out. It was only a $1,500 bail, so I guess the police department was like, whatever. But we'll be back with more of the Sports Jock Show after this break.
You taught me everything and everything you've given me. I always keep it inside. You're the driving force in my life. Hey, there isn't anything or anyone that I could be, and it just wouldn't feel right if I didn't have you by my side. Oh, you were there for me, to love and care for me when skies were gray. Whenever I was down, you were always there to comfort me. No one else can be what you have been to me. You will always be, you will always be the girl in my life for all time. Mama, you know I love you.
The truth is, he will throw your ass in the ocean. It's time to wrap things up on the Sports Jock Show with Wayne Gandy.
Welcome back to the Sports Jock Show. I'm the Sports Jock, Wayne Gandy, and when you hear the sounds of the ocean, that means that the Sports Jock Show is coming to an end. Big Kenny, Mr. Desire. First of all, we'd like to thank Mike Lipnick for calling in and helping us with golf. It's been a fast 3 hours, man.
It really has. This is
It
one of
is
the
a
better
fast-
shows.
I need to go on a road trip with y'all. Make the time go
This
faster.
has almost been like being on narcotics. You know what I'm saying? Just a little time travel in the middle of the day. Just 1 minute it's morning, the next thing you know,
It's 1 o'clock.
it's 1 o'clock, and you're like, wow, why am I wearing this orange jumpsuit? You know what I'm saying?
Let us help you through
wow.
midday Monday.
There's a new movie chain coming out of South Korea, a conglomerate CJ Group, which I know they don't want to hear the news from last week. They are supposed to be introducing a new 4D movie, not just 3D. They're going 4D. They've already had success in South Korea, Mexico, and Thailand. It only costs you $8 more, and for that $8 in this new theater, which I think after Thursday, Friday, nobody's going to want to do this. But
Want any more realism?
your seat will move as the movie makes different action sequences. Things would poke you in the back while you sit in the seat. Nozzles, there'll be tiny nozzles around the seats that will put smoke and water on you based on whatever movie you're watching. But Kenny don't look like he
fun.
will.
What if I'm watching a porn? What is that stuff spraying on me?
I'm not gonna
They
comment.
would have giant fans and for the wind, strobe lights for the lightning. They will even have machines that spray out different scents, like rubber burning in a car chase scene or smoke in a smoke scene in the movie theater. They say they have at least 1,000 different scents that might
Or
come
Las
out.
Vegas cat house. Ooh, what is that?
So a new 4D First of all, y'all need to get rid of 3D because I don't see no difference. I don't get lost in like, the movie coming at me. Y'all are just charging me $5 more. So I have boycotted all 3D movies.
It's like new improved scent.
You know
what I'm saying? How do I know you improved this scent?
Yeah, you go there and you be like, so when am I going to get like
that experience?
The experience where something looks like it's coming at me, and it never does. You just charge me for like I always tell y'all, they charge you for the glasses, and then have enough nerve to ask for them back. And talking about there in some recycling effort, please.
And then you have that experience where you go, was that it? Was that it? And then you talk to the people. Did you just see it?
And then you start doing the glasses like this.
Yeah, because you can see it better without the glasses on.
You missed a third of the movie adjusting your glasses.
Trying to see, is the movie really any different? So the 4D experience, real quickly, do you think it'll catch on?
I think it will. Only because it's going to be elevation of new excitement. You got all this stuff coming at you, and you got so much stuff going on.
So now the movie ticket is $20.
It's gonna be expensive, but that's
for the matinee. So
yeah.
It's $22 for a movie ticket. Big Kenny, will it catch on?
I'm not going to see it till it's 46 double D. So
46 double D.
Till they start showing it in 46 double D. I'm going to Red Box. The
kids are gonna want it. The kids are gonna want it, and the parents are gonna say, okay, well, to get you out of my hair or whatever, let's go do family night. That's what they're gonna think is gonna bring their kids back, so they can stop shooting people and being up at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning
and having heroin out.
No, if they want kids to stop shooting people, they need to take reality TV off the air.
Well, yeah.
They need to get rid of that and stop.
I'm trying to get one of those.
Stop letting 8-year-olds in Bad Boys where they're killing 900 people.
No.
Or stop having babies at 14.
That might help too.
And being on crack.
And being on crack at the same time.
Yeah, 14, we could work through that, but 14 and on crack, you're a challenge now.
Oh, well, it's the time for the ocean. It's been a great show. We have had a lot of participants. Dez Bryant could have been thrown in the ocean. The boxer, Martin Tucker could have been thrown in the ocean. But this week, as sometimes I do, I want to put somebody on my ship with me. Here in this country, we have definitely seemed to lose sight of taking a stand and standing with it in good and bad times. Here in Atlanta, an Atlanta-based chain that started on the foundation of family and religion, and it's become one of the big companies in our country. Chick-fil-A last week fell into some heat because they still stood on their principle. The president, Dan Cathy, said that he is guilty as charged for that. He still doesn't believe in same-sex marriages, and he doesn't care whether it costs him customers or not. Just like they're closed on Sunday, they actually show you that they're willing to give up some money, because I'm quite sure on a Sunday they could be pulling in millions and millions of dollars, but Chick-fil-A is not open on Sunday because these people say that is their day for their religion. So even when asked about this topic, he said that that's his stance. He will never change his mind, and he would rather close the doors before he changes that. He does not discriminate in his hiring, because that's not what he's saying, and that's not the religion way, but this is what he personally believes, not the Chick-fil-A label itself. So I think that is admirable, especially nowadays where people flip-flop based on how the lining of their pocket goes. So, bad producer, can I get a little clap for Dan Cathy? Thank you for tuning in to the Sports Jock Show. It's been a great thrill ride for Big Kenny, the funny man himself.
That's right.
The sexy Miss Desire.
Hey.
And the Sports Jock. We will see you next Monday at 10 o'clock. Have a nice afternoon.
Peace.